Joined now by Joel Rubin from Philadelphia. He's the president of the Washington Strategy Group. Joel is also a former U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State. Joel, why don't we start with the history unfolding there in Philadelphia, and quite a contrast between the vanquished Senator Cruz of the Republican Convention and the vanquished Senator Sanders at the Democratic Convention. Talk to us about the history and about the actions of Bernie Sanders this evening.
Thank you, Mike. Right now, you can feel the energy turning here in the convention. Today was a very big day for Hillary Clinton, with Bernie Sanders calling for her to be the nominee. It really has changed the tone. There's a coalescing and a unity of effort here, and a real understanding amongst the Democrats that they have a clear adversary in Donald Trump, and they're unifying right now to win in November.
What about the historic aspect of this? A female at the top of the ticket for a major party.
It is a theme that is very much going to the core base of the Democratic voters. 53% of the voters nationally are women. Amongst Democrats, a significant portion are women, and the women tonight, the discussion is very much about Hillary Clinton's commitment to women and girls. And this is also being made as a very clear contrast to Donald Trump, who is perceived nationally as someone who does not respect women in any way that a president should be communicating from the leadership and from the White House. So that's going to be a theme that's going to be hammered again and again tonight and throughout the rest of the convention.
Joel, we just saw the story from Francisco of these followers of Bernie Sanders kind of marching to their own drumbeat. The D doesn't stand for Democrat, it stands for discouraged, disillusioned, disaffected. How does Hillary Clinton connect with them in her address and bring them back into the fold?
Hillary Clinton will get the Bernie Sanders support by doing what she's doing right now. They're cultivating the Sanders supporters. Bernie Sanders has been out there actively. Many of the surrogates for Bernie Sanders have been speaking out in favor of Clinton. We've had Elizabeth Warren and Keith Ellison, members of Congress, last night who spoke. It's going to be an ongoing effort. This really is the core energizing part of the base of the Democratic Party. They need to come out in order for Clinton to win in key states.
Now, we got a sense of the Republican view of the world during their convention. Of course, Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, traveled around the world. Give us a sense, are we hearing anything at all from the Democrats about international affairs?
We are hearing it. We're hearing it right now more as a contrast between overall visions. The portrayal is that Donald Trump has a vision of withdrawal, isolation. He is himself called for America first, breaking international alliances like NATO, pulling out of the World Trade Organization and others. And so at the top level, Democrats are arguing that is dangerous for America. But it is likely that they will continue to go deeper. Hillary herself will make those arguments, but also President Obama is likely tomorrow to make very clear arguments about the dangers in confronting, for example, the Islamic State alone. One cannot defeat the Islamic State alone and by offending the Muslims across the Arab world and the Muslim world. And that's going to be drawn very clear that Hillary Clinton has those relationships and that mentality to cooperate with those who we need on our side in this fight, and to draw a clear line between that vision and Donald Trump's.
Joel, we've got about 45 seconds. Look ahead for us. After this convention closes, just how ugly is this campaign going to get?
Just when you think it gets ugly, it can get uglier still. And I imagine that as we head into the fall, and as polls continue to show, this is a close enough race that anyone could win it on Election Day. The mudslinging will increase, the portrayals of each other will get worse, and it's going to be very important for each side to get their base out. So that's what this exercise is tonight and in the next couple of days, to ensure that Hillary Clinton's base comes out. If it comes out, she will win the presidency.
Joel Rubin joining us from Philadelphia. Thanks for your insights.